go. All right, we should be live. And I have logged in. The record, guys, Google Hangouts officially dead.
Oh no.
That took a while, though, didn't it? That
Shocking.
hung on for a while. Hey, guys, what's up? How you doing, everybody? Just getting things set here for a cash or coffee. We are loaded with stuff to talk about tonight. But you want to give us a call? You give us a call. 808-468-7924. Phone lines are open. Jesse standing by, waiting for you to call, hoping your call. She's lonely over here in her lower room. She needs phone calls. I haven't even checked the sounds.
You wanna know how to find it?
Yep, coming in fine. All right, Chad, how we doing, man?
Okay.
Doing pretty good. Yourself?
Stop focusing over. Pay attention over here.
Pay
Come on.
attention over here.
Let it go. Come on, bring it back.
I,
Bring it back. We got some show.
am trying to see how much of
Jesse,
this is a direct copy.
Jesse, you opened them up.
That
Okay,
yeah.
you're right.
When you're a puzzler, that's what happens. You go down rabbit
What?
holes.
Yeah. Chad, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let me chew on the ice. Let me go. All right, here we go. In three. Sorry. In 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it? Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. Come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means that it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name's Scott Burks. We have shortened it, manning the phones, and please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Chad. 427.
Howdy, y'all. Grab your coffee because it's that time again.
That's right, Chad. Tonight's episode 660, recorded live on April 7th, 2021, is the April Cash or Coffee. Phone lines are open. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. And for you international callers, you can call us free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. But first, Chad, before we get into the show, Chad, I got an email earlier this week.
You did.
I did. You're quiet,
I am.
at least to me. Got an email earlier this week that the coins have shipped, Chad.
They've shipped.
The coins have shipped. They're on their way. They'll be here, she says, end of the week. They'll be
End of the week.
End of
So
the
they didn't go through the Suez Canal.
I guess not. I don't know. Or, maybe that's what got them stuck. So, patrons, the coins are coming. Hey, everybody else who wants a coin, guess what? Soon enough, there is going to be a coin store on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. You can buy your own coin. If you're not a patron and you're like, you know what? I don't care about the patron coin. I would just like to own a coin. You're going to get your chance for that too, guys. So, it's on its way. It's on its way. Jesse and I are going to be in coin hell for a little while, trying to get all this stuff set. We need all of Jesse's Excel expertise to get this to work.
That's right.
To get it to
No
figure it out.
problem, Scott.
Oh,
No
she says no
problem.
problem. Look at that.
Piece of
So,
cake.
guys, you want to help us out? 2 ways to help us out. You could go to PayPal, make a one-time donation, $5, $50. We don't care. Go straight to the bills. That's paypal.me/the Geocaching Podcast, or you join Patreon. There's still time. Patreon coins are still available. Very few left, but they are still here. You wanna hop into that? You can join Patreon. Other than the coin, you hit the coin tier. You get stickers. You get path tags. You get extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. You get Patreon only shows. You get stuff in our store, UrbanTreeCanopy.com. Stuff in our store, dirt cheap, Chad. Dirt cheap.
That's right.
Dirt cheap.
Is that the top
I
of
bought my
Beavis'
Millennium
Butthead's
Falcon.
head?
Chad's wearing a Millennium Falcon shirt, guys. For anybody who's at work and can't see, he's wearing a Millennium Falcon shirt. I actually bought that shirt. I was wearing that shirt the other day. I actually bought one of those. I saw you wearing it. I'm like, I gotta buy one of those.
Is that the tippy top of Beavis and Butthead's head that I
It
see
is.
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got me.
Yeah, okay. It's weird when I could tell it from the tippy
On the
tops of
tippy
the
top
head.
of their heads. So yeah, guys, you want to help us out with Patreon? You can definitely help us out. It costs a lot of money to make this show work, so we'd appreciate anything you can. You can do it. You go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Tonight we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made it with genuine Write in the Rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards a hider who would rather go cache than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Me Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL, geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group, with adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL. If you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom designs. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And finally, buy pattags.com for all your swag and pattag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pattags. With over 42,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pattag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com. And Scott's trying to mess me up there with a nose laugh.
I did a nose laugh?
You did a
Oh, what was the laugh? I was laughing. Oh, the 42,000 made me laugh.
yeah.
And as always, Chad, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or
in our show notes.
show notes. So, hey, Chad.
Uh-huh.
So, the travel bug race, the listener travel bug race started.
Yeah, it
It
did.
started. I don't know who's in the lead because El Rojo didn't give us an update like he promised he would. So I don't actually have an update for that, guys. But there's,
I know I'm at least tied for last.
are you? I think I'm not even in it.
I finally got mine out Monday and put it in a cache. And I was wearing sandals, and the place was filled with thistle. So
Thistle?
thorny.
I know what thistle is.
Small,
It's just
small
like- it's
thorny
just a great
plants.
word. It's a fun word to
And-
say.
So I had a good time finding the cache and putting it in there. So, but nobody's picked it up as of yet.
Okay, fair enough. Chad, in that race, there's 75 people entered into that. Into that show.
75.
75. That's a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Jessie was like, "How many?" I'm like, 75. She's like, "Wow, that's pretty good, man." So yeah, I like that. I thought that was pretty quality. So maybe next week we'll get an update from El Rojo. I don't think I haven't seen him in the chat room yet. So maybe we'll get an update from him on what we're doing. We got to take a call real quick, Chad. We've got California GSM times 2. Hello, sir.
We're up to 76.
Hello, sir, and welcome back. Hope you guys had a great vacation. It looked
Thank
like
you.
a lot of fun from what I saw on Facebook.
Yeah, we had fun. It was a good time.
Good. So just letting you know that the Route 66 website is going up. Got on a boat working on it as we speak, as a matter of fact.
Yes, he just
So
he
that's
just made me administrator, by the way. So
Oh.
I'll I'll be dipping my big toe in there in a minute. So I just gotta find time. But yeah, he made me one of the mysteries.
So it's route66gc.org.
Yes.
And you can go over there and you can look at the map of the about 40 geocaches, 40 adventures. Going to use the right term now. Going to use the 40 adventures that have already gone public, and just got a great team. You and Shorty Nips right there on the top of it, and of course on a boat. And El Rojo has a section, and things are moving right along. I saw that AC11 is in, and he just stepped up to the plate and got a section down there in Chicago. So
he got one. You got him one, Jess?
Yes.
Nice.
I didn't get him one.
No, I'm talking to Jess. I'm saying Jess.
I did. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was working with him on that.
My number one state coordinator convinced him to come in and join us. So exciting times, and we'll talk about it more sometime. Maybe you'll have me on the show. And
Absolutely. Once they all go live. Yeah, let's wait till like July. Oh, there you go. There's a nice little spot to shot though.
So
nice little shot of the
we'll
map.
preview of the map with a number of them on there.
Yeah.
Already.
Is that what's live so far?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one in public so far.
Wow.
Yeah, about 40. It's going to be about just under 100 of them, and 40 of them have already gone public.
Wow. That's going to be a full map
the
soon.
The team is moving right along. It's really amazing.
Hey, I'm only totally hijacking your call, dude, Scott, because you've done this. Jesse, did you see in the chat room that Escape Camper Vans is opening a location in Chicago?
What?
Sorry, Scott. I only hijacked this because you've done it, and that's why the other stuff. Jesse, can you double check that? Make sure he's not lying to us.
Say what?
Like that's good. That's a life changer right
Reservations being made right now.
That's a life changer. Sorry, Scott. Yeah, Scott. I promise you, once they all go live, probably June or July, we're gonna have you on the show. We'll talk about the whole thing.
Sure.
Cool.
Have me and a couple
absolutely.
other people.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Man.
Yes.
Got some. Never seen a team work so fast.
Yeah. Even I was talking to Brian about it. Brian Roth about it too. He couldn't believe it too, how fast it was coming together. Yeah, he was pretty impressed by it.
Oh, I love that show. You guys did such a fabulous job on
Thank
that
you.
show. And,
Thank you.
Learned so much from Brian. He is such a great guest.
Yeah, thank you.
So straightforward. Just puts it out there correctly and accurately. And
yes.
Yeah. I saw in the chat a lot of people saying, Brian Roth 2024, and I just kind of agree with that.
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
So hey, you guys have a nice coffee. Thanks for your time.
All right. Well, we will.
Right.
We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
It looks like the Chicago location is already open because I can bookmark. I can bookmark it.
Oh, Jess.
Yeah.
Well, there's a call, Jess.
We're not bookmarked, but
I
reserved.
got that. Okay. I'm distracted.
I know. All right. Hey, Chad, we got an email here. I've been sitting on this email for a long time. Benji Goodrich emailed me this. It didn't send me. Emailed the show probably about almost a month ago with this. And I'm like, you know what? This is right after the last Cache of Coffee. And I was like, this is a perfect Cache of Coffee topic.
Right.
Okay, so Chad, you ready for this? Guys, it's kind of wordy, but it's good. Are you ready for this, Chad?
I'm ready.
All right. It says, hey, Chad, Jesse, and Scott. This might be more of a Cache or Coffee discussion. It is. But I just wanted to get your opinions on a situation I recently had. A few weeks ago, I was doing some urban caching when I heard a rumor of a bunch of new caches being published. Sure enough, one published about half a mile from where I was. I was about a mile from my car, so I just walked over to the cache. I had to cross the street to get to GZ, but I could easily tell that it was going to be a pine tree as I approached. Not just because of the obvious geo beacon, but because there was another cacher beating me to the FDF. That'll do it. I could see him ruffling through the trees. I'm not an FDF hound, but I like to get them when I can. And it has been a while, but I resigned myself to be second to find. However, as I was approaching, I noticed that the cacher was struggling with the container. It wasn't someone I knew, so I introduced myself, and he explained that after circling the tree several times, he had retrieved the container, but he couldn't extract the log. I always carry a Leatherman squirt with me, and invaluable tot to have with you at all times with their mini pliers. So I pulled it out and easily extracted the log. I offered that we could claim co-FTF since we were signing the log at the same time, even though he had technically found the cache first. He didn't confirm or deny my suggestion, but in his log, he claimed that he got FTF just narrowly beating out a fellow cacher who arrived as I was signing the log, after he helped me get it out of a very cool, well-blended container. Again, technically he wasn't signing the log because he couldn't get it out until I got it there. Now, my question to you three and the chat room is, was this a legit co-FTF? It's not a fine until you sign the log, right? The CO, whom I know, agreed that it was a co-FTF, but I would love to hear your take and thought that this could spark some interesting conversation. This comes up time and time again. Chad, your thoughts?
Well, first, I've got a comment on the what's in quotes there. Got FTF just narrowly beating out a fellow cacher who arrived as I was signing the log, after he helped me get it out of the very cool, well blended container. So how are you signing that log
Right.
if he had to help you get it out of the container?
All right.
So I would. I would consider it a co-FTF. If I was the one that actually found the container and someone helped me get it out, I'd let them get FTF. If they ask, or co-FTF, if they asked me, I wouldn't have ho hummed about it.
No.
Either way, if my personal opinion was one way or the other, I would have made that known. So I say claim it if you want it.
All right, Jesse, your thoughts?
I mean, I think,
you hear
Scott,
it?
you and I, what? Yeah,
I don't know if you
you
heard
and
the whole
I,
thing.
I did. You and
Okay.
I have the same sort of philosophy when it comes to FTFs,
Yes.
right? And that is, as long as the container is not replaced.
No,
It's-
mine is closed. Once it's closed, it's done. Once it's
Right.
closed, it's
Well, yeah,
to me.
right.
Technically,
If the
yeah. Once
log
I
is
sign my
if the
name,
log
put the
is
log in,
still
closed
out,
it. Yes.
yeah, if
Yes.
the log is still out,
Your
it's co-FTF, right?
Yeah. Once I
And
close that container,
especially if you're there when the person spots it. If you're not the one who spots it, definitely.
oh yeah. I mean, just,
If you're hunting at the same time,
Right.
100% co-FTF, in my
Right.
opinion.
oh yes. Although that being said, I know a lot of old school cashers who wouldn't do that.
Right.
I tell the story of New Year's Day 9 years ago, because this is pre Jesse here, so it's got to be 9 years ago. I was hunting a cat. I was walking on an FTF in the woods Christmas Day, and Geo Gill was there, an old cacher who was an FTF hound here in the Chicago area. He'd been there. It was a huge tree down, a bunch of down trees. He had been there for 45 minutes already. He couldn't find it. Chad, when I say I walked up to it, I legit walked up to it and said, "Here it is." Like literally walked. My first place I looked, I found it. He's like, "You got to be kidding me." I'm like, "No, dude, co-FTF." He's like, "Nope, I don't do that." You got it. You found it. I'm like, "No, dude, come on." I'm like, "That's no." I felt guilty. I'm like, "No, come on, man."
Right.
No.
Now, and that's another thing. If I walk up on someone and I know it's a FTF run, I will up front say, "Oh, we find it co-FTF."
Yeah.
And also, if someone walks up on me, it's like, "You want a co-FTF if one of us finds it?"
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Yeah.
just to make sure that everything's already known up front.
No, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. Okay. He also says, "P.S. here. I live in Colorado, and have for my whole caching career, which is 7 years, 2,900 finds in Colorado, haven't heard the term Colorado style until the show. Reminder to everyone that it's supposedly a pine. This is what it's supposed to be. Reminding everyone it's supposed to be a pine tree hide where it's close to the trunk. That is a Colorado style type of hide. While I found a few of those, most of the pine tree hides I've found are out on the branches. Interesting to note that the few of those out here like that have spurned a whole genre in Chicago." Yeah, I don't know. That's what we call them here. Chad, what do you got, sir?
What do I have?
What do you got, sir?
So, the GIF is back. So the
GIF
Geocaching International Film Festival is back with a splash of color. That's right. Since 2015, GIF has been represented by fun colors: teal, purple, red, or yellow, or probably not yellow, orange, green, and this year it's back after a brief intermission of 2020 with a bright new color, yellow. That's FFE500 color code for the HTML
hex.
folks out there.
The hex people
Uh,
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geocaching.com will soon be calling for submissions, so they haven't called for them yet. And we'll be having a GIF events series or whatever you want to call it in
The film festivals. Aren't they film
the
festivals?
the film festival in November 2021. I assume they'll have events available. COVID being willing, so
Right. COVID willing.
vaccination willing.
Vaccination. Hey, Saturday. Shot 2 on Saturday
Woohoo!
for me. Yeah.
Mine's next Wednesday.
I'll be
Shot
vaccinated,
two.
Chad. We can hug.
Yeah.
Cody got it. Cody Dog got his second shot today. So he
Awesome.
calls me. He's like one step closer to coming over and licking your face.
Gross.
Yeah, but an important step.
Gross.
That's what he says to me. He calls me up and he says that to me.
I want to find out how you folks handle second shot, whether it's worse than the first
Oh,
one.
we're so and this is the worst part. Jesse's getting it Friday. I'm getting it Saturday, and we have we have a double header on Friday night. We have 2 games on Saturday. It's gonna be ugly. Hopefully fine. Hopefully we do fine. Okay, so the gift, Jess, we gonna do a gift this year or no? We gonna try and get off our tushes and
Maybe.
do a video, or
Yeah, maybe. And we said we were going to last year, didn't we?
a couple years ago, I think we were saying,
Yeah.
right?
So I
Never did.
mean,
we
we
need an
need
idea.
to. What's that?
Well,
We need an idea.
We need an idea.
for those who actually did their filming and stuff last year, you get to submit it. You get to submit it this year, and if you haven't, well, you got time to get out there and create one.
Absolutely. Jess, what do you got? You got anything?
Yeah, it's really expensive for this camper van. I'm still looking. I was thinking that'd be perfect to go to Midwest Geobash, right?
Oh, Midwest, yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
How much?
it's expensive.
Why?
So
It was so cheap.
if we picked it up Wednesday through, okay, but we didn't get past the initial, it's just like booking a hotel or anything else. There's all the fees, right?
Oh,
So for 4 days, if we picked it up Wednesday and dropped it back off Sunday, 4 days is at $164 a day is $656. But then
Mhm.
there's mileage charges
Mhm.
and sales tax.
Okay, so this is what we do. So we have Cody drive also. Okay. We have Cody drive as well, and then when we're out caching, we cache with Cody's car.
Okay. We'll work this out. I think this would be really fun.
I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Scott
right.
says the prices went up for sure. Yeah, of course, with COVID and all that, it doesn't surprise me.
Well, and summer. I'm sure
summer.
the rates are higher in the summer than in the winter. Probably.
Anything else you got, Jess? Or is
So,
that
yeah.
I know
Did-
technically it's caching, but
This is coming in a little bit.
oh
here.
yes, Chad, everybody.
This is lots of names in the hat.
Guys, if you remember a month ago, we said sign up for the Pod Blast. Okay. Now, a bunch of you did. Thank you. Winner gets a coin, guys. A winner gets a coin.
Woohoo.
Not the po-
A
not,
regular
not the
coin.
not the patron coin. They get a regular coin. So Jesse, show the hat one more time. So we've got everybody's name who is signed up. And guys, it's too late to sign up. But you still sign up for the Pod Blast, but you're not.
You're not in the
Let's see.
contest.
Show them all. Show all the. So we're not cheating here. There you go. There's all the names
That's
right there.
everybody's email
There's about 100
addresses in
names in
here.
there. About 100 names, roughly.
About that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Chad,
Mhm.
Someone's gonna win a free coin
Yeah, that's right.
just for joining the Pod Blast. We're doing nothing.
Yeah.
Ian says, "Do I
For
get extra
reading my
entries for
weekly
signing up
email.
on day one?" No, you only get one entry. This isn't the Chicago Geocaching podcast. You only get one entry, sir. Only one. We used to throw 4 or 5 for
I
people.
forgot you guys used to do multiple entries for people.
Yeah. Okay. So Jesse, do you want to pull a name? Is
Yeah.
that the plan? What's the plan?
No, we'll wait. We'll pull it at the end. We better
Wait
put it in the
to
show
the
notes
end.
so we don't forget.
How dare
we,
you?
we needed the tease.
Oh, that's a tease right there. All right, guys. Gotta wait to the end of the show then, guys. Back to me. All right, guys. I got an email from JR and Juju. I should say me. The show got an email. I'm just the one who answers the email, so I say I. JR and Juju sent an email to the show and said there's a new puzzle and coordinate app called GC Wizard for iOS and Android. Chad, have you looked at this? I'm not a puzzler.
I've
Jesse's a
briefly looked
puzzler.
at it.
Chad's a puzzler.
I've briefly looked at it, so it looks
what'd you-
nice.
Jesse?
It's pretty extensive and
Pretty
what's included in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about this one is you have the option, and maybe some of the others do, and I just haven't noticed it yet, but you have the option to tag certain features as a favorite. So
Right.
if
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah. Star. You can star it.
You can star it, right? And then you
Mhm.
just go to your favorites tab, and then you have quick access instead of having to scroll through.
Because
and
there
scroll
literally
through
is.
and scroll through.
I had it. I was looking at it, and there is a bunch.
There's a
of
lot.
puzzle.
Yeah.
A lot.
And not only is
lot.
there a lot, but then there's categories. So you click on that one, and then it brings up even more. And so it's-
Right. I would say organizationally, it looks very nice. I do like the search feature, and which so I'm used to GCC using GCC, which also has a search feature, but it has a lot of stuff that is icon straight on top, and I don't think there's a way to favorite anything on here. I haven't really played with it that much, but so far, it looks like I would say so far it looks like ability wise it's about the same as GCC, but it's a little
What
bit
is
more.
GCC? Tell me what GCC is.
GCC is what was it geocache calculator,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
and I would say it's easier to navigate the GC Wizard, slightly easier to navigate, in my opinion. But it to each their own on how they like to navigate as well.
Right.
And I haven't noticed the favorite one on there, but there's 2 or 3 favorite things that I do on GCC, and if I had a favorite button, I would love to have it. So I will definitely be using that feature with GC Wizard.
Yeah, GC here. Taiva28 says I used it for Sudoku with just 8 starting numbers. It solved it in a second. That's pretty good, man. That's hey, you can't come. And the best part, guys, it's free. GC Wizard. It's in iOS and Android. It's in the stores. It's free. You can't go wrong with free, man. I mean, that's like free.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it. I'm not a puzzling guy. Jesse is, but for those in the field puzzles, I think it's a pretty good app. So thank you to JR and Juju for giving us that little heads up, because I didn't even know that it came out.
I don't know if the like on the coordinates those icons are and that's not showing up, is it?
No, it's not.
Those icons are in the public domain, but those are the exact ones that GCC is using.
They're probably public domain. I'm assuming.
They're probably public domain.
Scott says, "How intrusive are the ads?" There's no ads.
No ads.
There's no ads, dude. Download this. There's no ads.
Neither one of these have ads.
It's crazy. There's no Jesse. How loaded is that GC Wizard? Isn't it pretty loaded? I mean,
Sorry, I felt like I was at work. I was muted. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot in there.
yeah. So
sure.
it's worth a download, guys. If anything, it's worth a download. Couldn't hurt. It
You
can't
never
hurt.
know when you might be trying to solve a field puzzle and you need something, a tool.
I would say one of the favorite things that I've seen so far on it is sometimes you don't know what the name of the code type is, like Dancing Man or something like that, but being able to scroll down and kind of seeing a preview image of one of the
Yeah.
characters in there, it can trigger it for you. So,
Mhm.
aha, that's the one. Let's click in there.
Sure. All right. We got a call. Way to go. Let's bring him in. Let's bring Utah. Hello, Friday. Friday 516 out of Utah.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yep. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, so I've known geocaching for probably 5 years now, but it's been so on and off that I only have about 50 finds. But this year I've decided to get back into it a little bit, and I have a quick question for you guys.
Sure.
Yeah, so I don't have a GPS. I just use the iPhone with the geocaching app, the official one.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, have you guys used the offline feature? And if you have, does it work well in the woods and in the mountains, or would you recommend getting an actual GPS?
I'm going to defer Jesse to this because Jesse's used the offline feature way more than me.
Okay, so in short, offline maps are offline maps. They're stored on your phone. As long as you have both your map and your GPX file or your offline list of caches, everything is stored locally on the phone. The downside to that is if you download everything a week or two before your trip and things change, a cache is disabled or archived or, maintained or moved or something like that, it's not going to update it. Now, that being said, personally, I have not used the offline map and offline list feature on the official geocaching app because I use Cachly. That
Right.
being said, using the offline features on Cachly is, it works great. I've never had an issue.
Yeah, I would.
You feel like it gets your location there pretty well. It's not spotty.
Yeah, because your GPS location is your GPS location.
Yeah.
It doesn't rely on your data or anything else. It actually uses a GPS receiver on there, so it could use data to allow it to pull what's called the
I know what you're talking
not
about.
Atlas, but
I know what you're talking.
basically the location of where all the sats are and where they're going to be, and so that way it has a general idea of where you're at, and it can go and look for the frequencies of the specific satellite, so it can lock in quicker. That's about the only benefit you're getting from having data live with a cell phone in GPS mode.
Right.
Gotcha.
And-
I appreciate it. That helps.
Yeah, and the other thing that I'll mention is you have a lot more options with offline maps as far as like trail maps and topo maps and all the different things that you can see on your map as opposed to just a street map or a satellite view. There's lots of options for your offline maps that can help you. I mean, Scott and I just over the weekend were out hiking and we were like, okay, we need to get from here to there, but where are the trails? And I'm like, oh, hold on just one
Hold on a
second.
second. Just
And
like,
I pulled
they're
up one
right
of my
here.
offline maps that showed me exactly where the trails were, and I could see which were the paved trails and which were the dirt trails, and we were able to get where we needed to be. So just having those other options is a really good feature.
Yeah, on the Android side of things, I'm using CGeo since Cachly's not available on Android, and I'm typically using OSM maps if I'm offline, and that it has all the trails and stuff. And then I might switch over to, if I got data, switch over to satellite when I'm real close to the cache, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, is it like underneath a tree? Is it by a stump? Is it some of those fine-tuned things, and then I'll get back go back to OSM after that. So, but yeah, I'm definitely a believer in using offline maps. with smartphones because it's saving your data plan. It's
Yep.
using less energy
Yes.
because it's pulling it from memory as opposed to pulling data. Data actually consumes energy, a fair amount of energy on the phone.
Gotcha.
And I wouldn't
No, well,
be
that really helps. I appreciate it.
and I wouldn't be me if I didn't say download the Cashly app. Use Cashly. Way
Yeah,
better. It's
Uh,
way
we-
better.
Yeah,
Way
we got
better.
to plug our sponsor.
I mean,
Yes, gotta plug Cash. Way better.
Well,
It,
and
and
like-
it really is. It really is a way better app.
like I said, I'm an Android guy, so I can't use it, but I have used it with other Cashly users out there in the field, and if I had a iOS device, I would buy it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. See, even Zach right there. Cashly is legit the best app. It is. It really is. It's far above better than the GC app. Way above. Anything else we
We'll
can
have
do
to
for you,
check it
buddy?
out.
Anything else we can do for you?
Oh no, that's about it right now. I appreciate it.
All right. Best of luck. All right. Travel safe, buddy.
Yep.
All right.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye. I love a nice caller who asks a question and we have an answer.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, that's all.
Oh,
Thank you.
I forgot to mention, but if I am going out in the woods and spending a lot of time, I will bring my GPS,
Yes, I do have a
so-
GPS in my bag if I need it. Yes.
and I will primarily use that just to save my phone battery while I'm out there in the field. But hey, if I need to look up a hint, if I need to look at logs, those type of things, I've got my phone right there.
And Friday, I also
Ooh.
advise you getting a real compass if you don't have one. Get a real true compass and
So
just put it in your bag.
I'm going to keep complaining until the Aussie geocacher gives
Gives you
me
a phone. Gives you a
gives me
phone. All right, Chad, you're up. What you got, pal?
What do I have? So there's and we mentioned this briefly when Brian was on here, but
Mhm.
there's a new souvenir challenge, the Science of Discovery. So the
Yes.
the Science of Discovery kicks off next Monday, April
Cool.
12th, and runs through July 11th, where you can earn 4 souvenirs, 50 points for rocket science, 100 points for geology, 200 points get you environmental science, and 300 points get you futurology. And how do you earn these points? Well, the big winner is going for adventure labs. So when they say adventure locations, I'm thinking that is one adventure lab, which typically has 5
Mhm.
5 locations. So that's 50 points there if you
Mhm.
get each of them. So 10 points for each adventure location. And then finding a cache with 10 points gets 10 favorite points or higher gets you 9 points. Find an earth cache is 8 points. Find a mystery cache gets you 7 points. Find a multi gets you 6 points, and all other finds it gets you 5 points.
Oh, nice.
So
Uh-huh.
so you can wipe this out pretty quickly with
Oh, yeah, really
with
quickly.
with adventure labs.
That's a
Yeah.
good day of caching right there. Good day of
Right.
caching. You got it
Right.
right clean. Yeah. When does that start? When does it go through? Oh,
It
the whole
starts
summer.
Monday.
Oh, well,
It starts Monday and goes through July 11th.
Oh, just Megas alone will wipe that clean.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, that's
Always
it.
like the souvenirs.
I know. It's
They
always
mean nothing,
Definitely.
Yeah,
and it's
mean nothing, but
fantastic.
something to get, something to push towards, right?
Right. Speaking of,
Yes.
Scott and I just finished the Wonders of the World
Did you?
yesterday. We finally got our last one. We struggled with the last one for some reason, like weeks.
There
We went
wasn't
out
one
we went
near.
out caching like 4 or 5 times. We probably found 30, I don't
40,
know,
yeah, 30, 40 cache.
40 caches, and
Go get
none
it.
of them were the last
get
one
it.
that we needed.
Go get it.
So
We actually had to look. We actually had to like, all right, let's
I
get,
had
where is it? And
right.
scarce. I mean, like few spots.
Yeah.
A few spots. Luckily, we went to a baseball game yesterday,
Yep.
and it was right by. It was right by the baseball
Yeah,
game.
it's like
It
half
was
a mile
it was
from
a
where the
puzzle-
game was.
A puzzle cache right by the baseball game. We solved.
Yep.
Jesse, you're up. So Jesse sent me Jesse literally sends me an email earlier in the week with two links in it, both meaning nothing to me. Right? And she's like, and so I asked her later in the day after work, I'm like, how come you sent me that email? She's like, no, it's just for you to remind me for the show. I'm like, oh, okay. So Jesse, I'm reminding you about the show. What are these
Okay.
links?
Thanks.
What are
So they both are, everybody has adventure labs on the brain these days, I think. And so I have two very useful links. One of the things that people keep saying is after, regular geocaches on geocaching.com, you can go to your profile and you can see the list of all of the caches that you have found,
adventure
right?
lot? I mean adventure. Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no, regular caches.
I apologize.
You can go and view all of your history.
Yes.
But Adventure Labs, they show you on your map, they show you a check, but finding a list of your finds is a little bit difficult, except that I did find a link that will show you all of your labs. I'll put it in the chat room, and that is labs.geocaching.com/logs. So if you go to that, it actually lists your entire history of all of your finds. So I thought that was really useful because I keep seeing these discussions like online and in groups and everything going, how do I know what I have found? So I thought I would throw that one out there. And then the other one that is even more useful, in my opinion, is for those of us who are Mac users or not real computer, techie and don't use GSAC. There is an online utility that you can create a GPX file for Adventure Labs. And again, I will put that in.
Chad, is this what you use, Chad?
No, I use GSAC, which has a macro that will do it. It's pretty much the same thing. You can give a distance, the location, the distance around, etc., and it will pull the lab caches within the area.
Right. So Jesse, so what does this do?
So this one, I mean, it's a website. It's a web-based utility that you can put in your central coordinates and your distance, how many, all of your standard GPX query, data points. So you put in your central coordinates, your radius, how many total caches you want, up to 500, your cache type. And this particular one, you can do either lab caches or virtual caches. And then there's a few other options there. You can not include your own finds. You can exclude owner names, etc. And then you create the GPX. And then you can import that. So you have, and it does all of the locations within the lab. So the website, you guys, is, and it's DE is Germany, right?
Germany,
Deutschland,
yes.
yeah. So everything's kilometers, and all that, but that's okay. It's better than nothing, right? So it's GCUTILS, so GCUTILS.de/lab2GPX/.
I'd definitely say for non-GSAC users, this is the bomb.
Yes.
The biggity bomb.
Yes.
Yeah, Jesse found that. I'm like, that's actually really cool. Because I remember because when we were doing was it geocaching day, Jesse?
Yeah, geocaching day. We actually called Chad and we're like,
called Chad.
hey, we're going out to do a whole bunch of adventure labs for geocaching day. Could you use your GSAC and create a GPX file for us?
What's nice about this, guys, is what we did for geocaching day is it'll actually break it. It'll break the labs apart. So
Right.
it'll give you all of the labs on all different lab stages on one map. So you
Right.
can work different labs during your route. So if correct, Jess, am I
Right.
giving you
Yeah.
credit?
So
Right,
what I did was in Cashly, I'm going to plug Cashly again. What I did in Cashly was I actually the GPX file that Chad had sent us through GSAC, like each each adventure had a different code at the beginning of each location. And so I could sort by adventure, and then I could color code. So I knew, there would be like a red one right next to a yellow one, next to a green one, and then
We knew
another red one. So I
red was
knew which ones
AL1
went
and
together.
and yellow was AL2.
Correct.
So I had AL1 up and Jesse had AL2 up, and we could flip real quick back through them. Yeah, so it's kind of nice. Like we did it for geocaching day because we were working on. Were we working on? No, we were working on Route 66. We were working on
No, we went and did the
Lincoln
Lincoln
Highway.
Highway.
And this is exactly so. Route 66. If you're going to do Route 66, this would be perfect for working Route 66, or any other lab, any other lab series. But yeah, we did it for the Lincoln, and it worked great.
And great for megas and stuff where you tend to have multiple lab cache or, well, you know what? It's not even megas anymore. It's just going out lab caching in the city because you got so many adventure labs out in cities and stuff now that are all covering various areas that knowing what's around you, and that way you're not going halfway across the city and finishing it and then realizing, oh, I got to start another. Now there are going to be some where you have to do things in sequence, of course, and stuff like that. But for the most part, it can help you out a lot.
It saves time. Yeah,
right. Save you time.
It was for geocaching day. That was a lifesaver. I mean, it was great. We probably logged almost twice as many because of it, just because we got through them so fast.
It saved a ton of backtracking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. There's two awesome links for you guys. Or thanks, Jess. I don't know how you found those, but well done. So we've got that. Thank you, Jess. And
El Rojo asked, what about sequential labs? They show the location, but they're faded out, right? Yeah, it'll show you where the location is, but the app itself doesn't. I mean, you're not logging it from the app. You're loading that GPX file into Cachly or some other app that you can view the location.
This will just get you there.
It gets you there, but then you still have
use
to.
The app. You have to go. Right. You have to use the AL app to actually log it. Correct. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, let's get Jesse. I remember Jesse had her phone, and she had Waze up, and you were wazing from cache to cache, and then I was getting the answer, and then she would flip over and get the answer, and then we'd go to the next one. Is what we would do.
Yeah, right. I mean, it was like in Fort Worth, for example, during the last Geo Woodstock, there is one location that I think had 3 different active lab caches at the same location. So we came back to that one location 3 times.
Yeah.
But if you had this up here and you knew, oh, there's 2 more here.
Right.
Let's go ahead and open the app and do them. And that's where it saves you the time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and especially just do it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jess. Chad, you got anything else? I'm out.
I'm out.
You're out too?
Yep.
All right, Jess. Then you're up again, Jess.
Is it time?
With the I think so.
It's time, huh?
Yeah, we burned through that stuff pretty quick. We got to.
We can keep talking about adventures. There's other comments here in the chat room.
What else are there?
About you can view your list of all of your adventure location finds in Project GC, and yes, that's true, but it is strictly a list. So, and it's the list of the names of each location. So you don't necessarily know what adventure it belongs to. And the link that I gave, the labs.geocaching.com/logs, I think is what it was, actually breaks it apart and shows you each adventure and then the locations within each one that you have found. So like we have some that we started, but we never finished because the other locations were really far away. So it only has 1 or 2 within that adventure. Right. So,
but then Jesse went into Cachly, I think, if I recall, and you color coded them, correct? Isn't that what you did? Or did you color code them before?
I color coded each location by adventure in my offline GPX.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So that I had a visual of which location belonged
To which one?
to which adventure, so that as we navigated to each one, and then as we found them, I think I put them black or something. I changed the color
Yeah, you
as we
changed the
found
color
them.
again.
So it was
Okay.
just a visual representation.
What
So
did you use to? So did you use Cachly itself to color code
Yes.
those within the
Yes.
GPX?
Yeah, actually,
Yes.
yeah, Cassie made that change. I think last version where you can color. Jessie was so happy when she found out she can
Oh
color.
yes.
Because that is a cool feature.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was nice because Jessie would say, "Okay, we're coming up on AL3." Say we're doing 5. She's like, "Oh, we're coming up on AL3," and then then AL2 is next. So I could actually open that adventure lab, while we're
Right.
on our way. So I immediately could then get the answer as soon as we could pop up. As soon as it
as
pops up,
as opposed
I-
to sitting there and okay,
waiting,
which one is this?
right.
Right.
So it really sped up the whole process of getting as many as we can.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And there was another comment that, last week on the show, Brian Roth explicitly said that breaking up labs goes against the spirit of adventure labs. And I understand that to a point. Like, depending on what the experience is that that the creator wants you to have, yes and no. It doesn't, by creating these GPX files, all it is a placeholder. Right. It's not giving anything away. It's not even necessarily giving you maybe you can find out what the question is, but it's not even, no, I don't think you can even get the question. You get the description, but not the question. So,
So I think where he's going there and where he's kind of like taking it as where live caches are headed, where it could be more like a story based adventure,
right.
kind of thing. And there you'd want to play it in the sequence and kind of keep that mindset in there as opposed to kind of breaking it up. But most of the ones that we got out here now are, okay, you got a bunch of mural art and you're finding information in the mural art and stuff like that. And it doesn't really, in my opinion, kind of break the ambiance or whatever.
Right.
But if you were trying to say recreate Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the full experience, then it could do that. I mean, you could wind up breaking it up if you're trying, if it depending on how it's written.
Yeah, but again, all it is a placeholder showing you the location. It's not spoiling anything. And if
True.
and if the adventure is set up to be done sequentially, then you still have to do it sequentially.
Exactly.
I mean, this isn't a cheat.
It doesn't prevent that. It doesn't
Correct.
prevent you from, right.
Yeah. Oh, Scott, GS sometimes too says that GPX file does show the questions.
Oh, really? Oh,
Okay.
really? I don't remember seeing the questions. Did you?
So
Yes, somebody else says you
I don't-
can too in the GSAC macro.
We were using it wrong. Are ALs going to break the geocaching stats economy?
I don't know. So you might be able to see the questions, but you don't you can't see the answer. You can see the question when you click on it, anyways.
Yeah.
In the
You-
app,
you-
only when you're there.
Only when you're there.
Right.
Look at Chad thinking.
suppose.
He's thinking.
I guess someone could spoof the GPS coordinates and
They could spoof it even without the GPX.
If you're gonna play that way,
file.
you're gonna play
Right.
that way. Come on.
Yeah.
And I could armchair every cache in California. I mean,
Right.
It's is what it
That's
is.
not the way you should play.
Yeah.
That's-
No. But, I mean, these are just utilities that people can use if they want and not use if they don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, everybody plays the game their own way.
Everybody plays their own way. Hmm.
Yeah. So, all right. That being said,
Sorry. Are we getting back to the hat? Back to the hat.
back to
All right.
the
So
hat.
so the Pod Blast contest for the GeoCoin, the non-patron regular geo coin. Someone's getting a free coin.
Should I have my son come down and pull one?
I'm even springing for the shipping, no less too. How about that? All right, pick a good one, Jess. Don't pick my name.
No, I took the three of us out, so the three of us are not eligible.
So I can't win it?
No.
What are you doing, Chad? What's wrong? What are you giggling about?
I was reacting to the taking our names out facetiously.
Facetiously.
All right,
Jess,
I'm kind of nervous for this. Who's gonna win? I
I-
don't know. Kind of nervous here. I want to.
Maybe they'll be lucky and they'll actually be in the chat room rather than
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
they're in the chat room. to get
Maybe
the
it's a new listener. That would
that'd
be
be
great
nice, too.
too. Okay, I'm not looking. I'm just gonna randomly pull one. Now these are just email addresses, and then I'm going to have to. Okay, I have one here in my hand.
You got one?
I have
Okay.
one.
She's got an email address.
I have one.
Do you know
Okay,
who it is?
I think I know who this is.
Think you know who it
I'm
is.
pretty sure I know. Hold on, I have to find it in
Oh,
my.
Rose says, stop the drawing. I just joined. You have to put my name in the hat. No, you're too late, sir. This is just Scott says must be present to win.
No.
So Jesse, who is it?
So our winner is.
Don't say the email address. Just tell us who it is.
No, I'm not. Well, I'm trying to decide if I want to say the caching name or the real name.
Caching name.
The caching name, it's Tempered One.
Tempered One. Oh, I know
Yeah, Tempered One.
Yes.
So
Tempered One.
congratulations. I think her real name is Angel. I think. So
She's from Illinois, isn't she?
She is from
sounds fun.
Southern Illinois.
She's the one who Joshua visited her.
Yes.
Man, that girl's got like
She's got some
Horseshoe.
luck, right?
horseshoe
Mhm.
somewhere.
Oh, she's in the chat room.
Hey, she's in the chat room.
Hey, congratulations, Angel.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, brother. Good. You want a free coin. So don't pay the money, you get one free.
Yeah, so we'll send you an email. We'll get your mailing address, and as soon as they come in, we'll get them out.
Yeah, we'll get you one. No worries. All right, guys. Anything else, Chad, you got?
Nope.
No? Jesse, anything else?
No, what are we talking about next week?
Next week, Jesse. Thank you for asking. Next week, Chad.
Uh-huh.
Or Jesse. I should Jesse asked. Jesse. Next week, Jesse. We're bringing back. First of all, I might be late to the show, FYI, because
Still
I got a baseball game next weekend. Next Wednesday. Shane's got a baseball game in. I think it's in.
Tomorrow next
He's against the
week?
Stoppers. It's in Palatine next Wednesday. It's a 5:15 game though. I might make it back in time. So it is. We're bringing back the one of my favorites, Geocaching Deadly Sins, Chad. The Geocaching Deadly Sins series. We're bringing back Cache Owner
Faux pas.
Faux pas. I'm literally reading it. Cache Owner Faux pas, guys.
Oh boy,
Yes.
we have a
So,
lot.
that's what we're going to be talking about next week on the Daily Sins. Cache Owner Faux pas. So that's next week's show, guys. No show this Saturday either. Good, because Jesse and I might be really, really sick because we're getting our shots. So
I
Hope
bet.
not.
I bet.
Fingers crossed.
Newbie hiders will be brought up during that show.
newbie. No, it's cat. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. So, and Chad, so get this. I'm excited because over the weekend, was it over the weekend? It was over the Sunday. I went and I replaced one of my ammo cans. Somebody had a maintenance thing on one of my ammo can hides
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't deep in the woods. So I went and I replaced it with a 21st century with a plastic ammo can, and I have the ammo can. It's a one of those 20 cals, and it's in pretty good shape. A little cleaning. I'm gonna throw some stuff in it. It's going right back out. Remember how we said this year? I'm hiding an ammo can. I'm hiding a metal ammo can out there, Chad. I got one for Jesse too. We've got two. Me and Jesse. We're gonna film it.
You put a plastic one that was in the pod blast out there.
Yes.
I did. Yes, I did. Yes,
That's
I did.
the one.
Yes.
That's
So
why you should
me and
read the
Jesse
pod
both.
blast.
What's it? It was.
That's why you should read the pod blast.
Yeah, 21st century ammo can. So me and Jesse both are gonna put out metal ammo cans very, very soon, and we will record it for the patrons only. for you guys to see. But yeah, that is the plan this year. Chad, you gonna hide a metal ammo can? You
Oh,
said you
yeah.
would.
I
Okay,
will.
good. All right, film it. Film it.
I'll try.
Okay, so there you go. So I'm excited because I got 2 ammo cans ready. Yeah, all I gotta do is clean them and it'll be good to go. So that's next week. Cash owner faux pas. Hopefully I'm not late, but if I am, hey, you know what? These guys know how to run the show. They did it without me before. So anything else, Chad? Anything else, Jesse or Chad? We're good to
Nope.
go here. All right, let's end the show. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archive video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron on our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you will get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our Patreon members. Please head over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, Max Suds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, and PathX.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week. We'll see you next week, talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. Jesse, we could almost hug our loved ones again.
Almost. We're so
Almost. We're
close.
almost there. And we will talk to you guys next week. And we're clear.
You know what we forgot to mention?
Jeeps.
She's like, I have to go out, Mama.
Hello.
I've waited
I
patiently,
need 4
Mama.
more minutes on my watch to close my ring, so I'll go take her for another walk. We forgot to mention the GeoGuessr. We need more friends. Be our friend on GeoGuessr.
yeah.
No, it's too late. Everybody left. Oh no, people are still there. Yeah, GeoGuessr.
Yeah,
But
people are still there. Oh, hey, we have a new friend.
Just- like, oh, never mind. We have a new friend.
We have a new friend, but we can always use more.
And friend me as well, Taz427.
Aren't you already? Oh,
We're friends, yeah.
No,
no.
we're
you never gave me the
Listeners.
password for
But-
it. What's
Oh, it's the
password?
usual.
Oh, is-
Okay, so friend us, the Geocaching Podcast on GeoGuessr.
Shit, they're doing the show because all the audio people. Only 31 people are hearing this.
I
All the
know.
audio
That's what I'm
people.
saying. I forgot during the show.
That's where the bread and butter is. Not that we don't love our live listeners. Yes. Oh, GSM times 2 says, "What is GeoGuessr?" Oh, GSM.
Oh,
This
he
is why you
missed the
got to come
show
to the Saturday shows. Or
Saturday.
you got to come to the Saturday shows.
All right, here I'll put a link in it to the chat in the chat.
Got to come to the Saturday shows.
It's it satisfies my
It's Jesse's late night map perving. us finally.
my Google Street View
Her
obsession.
Map perving. Yes. At its finest. Yes. Add it to the pod blast.
Oh, good idea. Good idea.
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah.
And you can get badges too.
Oh,
Yep.
and well, then Aaron's
Who
all over
doesn't
that.
want
The millennials are
badges?
like, badges, badges. We love the badges.
We have 2 badges.
Movie?
I haven't done
One,
anything since
two,
Saturday,
three,
no.
4, 5. Got 5 badges.
Have you done the daily challenge every day?
No, I haven't. So I did one explorer mode, and I think I got 3 badges out of that explorer mode.
Nice.
5,
Wow.
no, 4 badges. So
Cool.
So-
Yeah, I'm gonna have to explore it a little more.
but I probably spent 20 minutes doing the 5 questions. it was like, and I had them all within like, I think the furthest one away was like 13 yards.
Wow.
Wow.
13 yards.
That's great.
It's
So
insanity.
the closest one was 3 yards.
Wow.
So I got 5,000 points on each of them.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But I did
Nice.
I did the daily challenge and got my behind handed to me. So I was at least on the right continent for every single one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my closest one was like a few hundred miles away.
All right. All right. I have to edit this thing. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys next Wednesday. No show on Saturday. So be well, be safe, wear a mask, and we'll talk to you guys next week. All right. Bye bye.